Functional strength.
It's the money.
What's up, titas and titas? Jared and Conde here. You're watching TitoFit, and in this channel we give free tips and advice when it comes to fitness, health, and living your best life as a tito and a tita. So if you're into that, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and click that notification bell so that you don't miss any of our future videos. So today's topic is going to be very timely for this season. This season we're going to be talking about your survival guide to keep fit. I mean, keep relatively fit for the season, for the holidays. Now, a lot of people, what happens is, during the holidays, syempre, maraming kainan, maraming mga festivities, get-togethers, so on and so forth. Mañanitas, kahit supposedly bawal, we know na hindi naman mangyayari. Anyways, alright, let's not go off topic for this video. So here are my tips for you to stay healthy and fit during during the holidays. So basically, think of it as like your survival guide, a survival guide to survive the holiday season without getting too big or gaining too much weight, and so that you don't need to worry about the New Year's. And you know how those New Year's resolutions go. Basically, what happens is every New Year you have a bunch of people going for a New Year's resolution that they're going to get fit this year, and some of them get to do it, some of them achieve those goals, but they end up kicking themselves in their own nuts by the end of the year or during the holidays. Okay, so basically everything they worked for at the beginning of the year goes. So let's not be like that, titas and titas. Okay, so number one is to keep active, keep fit, keep working out. The absolute worst thing you can do during the holidays is to freeze your gym membership. That's what a lot of people do, and I've been in the fitness industry for 15 years. I've ran clubs, and here's what happens. As soon as December comes in, you have a bunch of people freezing their gym memberships, and I've never understood why. When you ask them, it's because, ay, dami kasing get-together, reunions, daming mga party-party. Exactly. Diba? Alam naman natin na maraming party. Does that mean you stop working out? Hell no! I mean, how long do you work out? Do you work out the whole day? Hindi naman eh. Diba? Madami kang leave eh. Madami kang leave. Just work out for an hour a day max. You don't even have to go to 1 hour, even 30 minutes, 40 minutes, just to get moving, get active, lift some weights. Now, because of the pandemic, a lot of people have their own equipment at home. So work out, lift some weights, do a full body workout, do some burpees. That's the absolute worst thing you can do. Stop working out. You know why? Because all those extra calories that you get from all those parties, from all those get-togethers, from all the eating out and hanging out with friends, from all the non-discretionary drinking, is going to go straight to the parts of your body where you don't want it to go. So make sure that you're still getting after it, working out. It doesn't have to be complicated. 3 days a week. Okay, that's just it. 3 days a week. If you end up eating more for one of those gatherings, next day, just have to work out and burn it off. Do 100 burpees if you want. 100 burpees per time. I mean, that's gonna work, right? Number 2. Here's the thing. So if you guys are into intermittent fasting, you may want to do a fast before the party or before the get-together. So make sure to go a little longer without food for that day. If you can break the fast during the party, good for you. But for those who can't, just, don't eat too much before the party. For those of you who do like OMAD or 1 meal a day, this is where you can actually practice that. Personally, I'm not a fan of OMAD or 1 meal a day. Reason for that being, for looking good, for building muscle, it's not the best diet because your body, as far as muscle protein synthesis is concerned, okay? the usable protein for muscle protein synthesis is only up to about 50 grams of protein. So even if you take about 200 grams of protein, let's say, or 150 grams of protein, or basically your whole protein requirements in one meal for that day, you only get to synthesize that protein for building muscle once, and it tops out at about 50 grams. It's still best to spread it out over a couple of feedings. So I'm not a fan. But for the season, this might be one of those times where it can be applicable. Why? Because you don't want to gain weight. And at the end of the day, gaining weight is all about the calories you take in and the calories you burn, or the calories you expend. Remember, CICO or CICO, calories in, calories out. For those of you who are going to say, but you know what, it's not that simple. Hormones, leptin, ghrelin. Yeah, we're already there. It's not that simple. But I don't care what you say. Start your own YouTube channel if you want to. Okay? I don't care what you say, even if all those hormones are out of whack. You can't defy like some physiological laws like muscle protein synthesis, things like that. And you cannot defy the laws of thermodynamics. Fight science, don't fight me. Fight science, okay? Alright. Number 3. This is related to the previous one. Lower your caloric intake on all the other days of the week. So for example, you have a party on Friday. You know because you know yourself. You're already familiar with how you are. Alam mo na, nakakain ka. Alam mo na, nalalamon ka. Alam mo na ikaw ay magwawalwal. Okay? Alam mo na yun. Kilala mo na yung sarili mo. Alam mo nang wala kang self-control. Hindi, joke lang. Meron naman siguro, di ba? Kahit content. Alright. Alam mo yun? So, kunwari, Friday yung party mo. Thursday, Wednesday, pwedeng bawasan mo na ng konti yung kain mo. Okay, bawasan mo na ng konti. Huwag ka na masyadong especially for those of you na alam nyo na parang you lose track of how much you eat when you're with good company. When you're in good company and you're talking, you're enjoying, mawawala eh. Minsan nakakalimutan mo, hindi mo alam ilan na pala yung kinain mo na lechon o kaya ilang whatever, kung ano man yung handa doon, ilang helpings ka na pala ng paella. You never know. Don't derail your efforts by going normal with the previous days or the days leading up to that. You can reduce your calorie intake by just a bit, maybe like by 300 to 500 calories. So that, for example, if you are tracking your macros and your calories and you input your food in an app like MyFitnessPal, what you can do is if you expect that you may overeat by about even up to 1,000 calories. Just say, for example, you're going to overeat for Friday by 1,000 calories. What you can do is you can reduce your intake for Thursday and Wednesday by 500 calories each, so that at the end of the week it just evens out. So that's another hack that you could do. Number 4, when you're at the party. Now, we're already at the party. Wala na tayong magagawa. Okay, nandito na tayo. Andiyan na yan. Huwag ka namang KJ, di ba? Here's the thing. You want to prioritize the first foods that you want to prioritize. If you're watching this channel, I assume that you are lifting weights because that is a non-negotiable for me per se. I don't believe in not lifting weights, okay? So if you are at the party, prioritize your protein-rich foods first. So this is gonna be your roast chicken, this is gonna be your roast pork or roast beef or even lechon or whatever. Basta prioritize protein first, and then when you're done with the protein, go grab the fiber. So grab the vegetables. If you want to know what are good sources of fiber, check out our other video. Here? Somewhere here. It's gonna be there. Alright. So check out our video on fiber and why you need it. So, protein-rich foods first, and then the fiber. Now, protein is going to increase your satiety or your satiety. So they're both right, potato, however you want to pronounce it. So your satiety, basically, nakabusog siya. So unahin mo na yun, okay? Pangalawa, that's also what fiber does. And let's go back to protein for a second. It also builds muscle. It is the macronutrient that will help you build more muscle, help you recover from your workouts, and of course, we all know that protein has a higher metabolic effect than carbohydrates and fat, meaning that your body needs to use more calories to burn up protein, okay, or to digest protein. Now, fiber, that's also going to make you full, also increases your satiety. And then, if there's still some room, now is when you can put on a little bit of some carbs, your pancit, spaghetti, pasta, paella, and whatever else ang hinahanda sa inyo. My personal favorite for Christmas feasts is ham. So that's what I use for a lot of the protein because I love the taste of Christmas ham. You know, it's time to enjoy. It is the holiday season. After the Christmas ham, I'll probably get the salad. And then that's when I put on the pasta or the rice or whatever, the desserts even. Not a fan of fruitcakes, or if you're thinking of giving me some stuff, don't send fruitcake. Because I just use that as a paperweight. Finally, number 5. This is the 5th tip or hack or part of your survival guide for the holidays so that you don't end up gaining 20 pounds over the holiday season in like 2 freaking weeks, okay? Here's the thing. Limit your drinks, okay? Limit your drinks. Like I said, you don't want to drink your calories. Second, it's alcohol. The way alcohol works is that your body has to digest or metabolize the alcohol first before everything else. And we don't want that. Now, you say, TitoFit, it's the holidays, baka naman, pwede naman, di ba? Beke naman. So, yeah, go. Maybe 2 drinks per night, per feast. Remember, it's very easy to pile up, lalo na if you're having cocktails kasi they're blending juices, tonic water, and then the alcohol. Or even for some of you, beer cocktails, taas ng calories nun. But if you have stuff like whiskey, maybe one shot of whiskey or whiskey neat is probably gonna be under 100 calories. So that's not as bad, I'd say. Or even a glass of wine, maybe. So in my experience, I don't like blending stuff so much. Stick to the basics. Glass of wine, shot of whiskey, things like that. Maybe gin and tonic, maybe. Or cocktails, old-fashioned. It's not so bad, but I prefer pure neat. Maybe with 1 or 2 rocks. Maybe. Alright. But limit those drinks. And if you say that, it's social. Look, if you're only social when you're inebriated or under the influence, there's something wrong with you. Let's face it. To be social, you should be yourself. When you're social, when you say you're being social by acting like a complete dumbass or like a complete idiot because you've had like 1 drink too many, that's not being social. That's being an idiot. Okay. Plus, you don't want to drive home under the influence, right? And you want, but basically, titos and titas, just practice some restraint when you drink. I'm not saying don't drink. I'm just saying practice some restraint. 1 or 2 drinks per night. Diba? I mean, at least it's gonna save you some money too if you're stocking up on bottles of whiskey at home, diba? It's gonna last you a little bit longer. So, titos and titas, that is all for this holiday survival guide. And I hope you like that one, and we will see you next time. So, titos and titas, I hope you like that one. Ho, ho, ho. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah, if there's anyone like that. Feliz Navidad. Happy Kwanzaa. Anyone celebrate that here in this country? I don't know, but anyway, it's the season for the holidays. Spend time with your loved ones. Grab them a special something and enjoy the season. I'll see you next time.